Pepco President Tom Graham joins us here on WTOP. Tom, we appreciate you getting back to us.
My pleasure.
Well, let's first talk about the power and what's the latest. How many folks are without power right now?
Currently, we have about 109,000 customers that are out of service. The majority of those outages are in Montgomery County, and that number is about 87,000. In Prince George's County, we have 13,000 customers out of service. And in the District of Columbia, 8,700 customers out of service. Our crews continue to work through the day, through the evening, to restore service to every customer. At this time, we expect to restore service to the vast number of our customers by Thursday. For other customers in smaller pockets, that will probably extend until Friday. We've been able to get a lot of additional resources to support our crews. We had about 180 crew members working from our crews today, our mutual assistance groups. That number exceeds 400 mutual assistance members. So we're excited about our ability to respond to this major event, and we've garnered all the resources we possibly can to try to restore service to our customers.
Now, everybody understands that you guys are working really hard to get the power on, not just for them, but obviously for you. Here's the thing, a lot of people saw their power out during the blizzard when there may have been a comparable number of outages, maybe a little bit more, and it took a week to get the power back on. So some folks don't see snow on the ground, and they can't understand why it's taking so long.
We had extensive damage to our system. I mean, if you can imagine a weather system that came through our service territory with wind gusts up to 90 miles an hour, causing wire downs that exceed 1,600. We have snap poles, huge trees that have come down on our wires, so it was devastating for our system. The number of customers out of service well exceeds what we experienced in February. It did not reach the same level, fortunately, in 2003 for Hurricane Isabel, but certainly it's a significant event.
Tom, there are two things that we are hearing about from our listeners and from our emailers tonight, things that are really frustrating for these folks. One, and you alluded to this in your first answer, that they had heard that their power would be back on by Thursday, and then they managed to get through on the line and they find out it's Friday, and they don't understand the discrepancy there. The second are just the folks who can't get through on the phone line. They're confused about where they need to go. The labyrinth that you have to go through to kind of get some answers is sort of confusing for them. Are the phones working properly? And please be definitive on when folks will get their power back and why the discrepancy.
We had a technology glitch earlier today. We had made a commitment to provide restoration times sometime after 3 o'clock. Because of the sheer volume of calls that came in, for a brief period of time we were not able to provide that information. What I'd like to do is ask the listeners, if you're still out of service, to call 1-877-PEPCO-62, and we should be able to provide a good estimated restoration time. From day one, we've always said this will be a multi-day event. We've been able to nail that down to Thursday for the majority of our customers. There's so much work to be done. Although we have a great number of resources, there's still a considerable amount of work to be done. We've restored service to our substations. That was very important. So when you restore service to substations, you can bring back thousands of customers. Our major circuits, we're working on those now, but it's going to get to a point where we're going to go into the neighborhoods and there'll be fuses and there'll be transformers that only serve maybe 1 to 5 customers, and that's going to be the most labor-intensive work. But we are committed to get that done in the safest and quickest way possible.
All right, Tom, thank you so much. We know that you're taking a lot of heat from folks out there, so we know it's frustrating for you as well. Thanks.
Thank you so much.
That's Pepco President Tom Graham.